Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed some time indoors. I just wanted to get in touch with you guys as I'm not there today to update you on a few things with the days off. Obviously, things have changed a little bit, but really our schedule for Scarlet Letter is just staying right on track. We're just obviously going to be adjusting the dates. What it'll probably mean for us is we may not end up getting to one of our novels next semester. We'll see how we end up with our days, but we might not get to River Runs Through It. It might become a choice novel. So not the end of the world, but we'll adjust as we need to. A few things for you to keep in mind, be aware of today as we get ready for our town meeting, which we introduced on Monday. Is that the town meeting, the debate itself is now going to happen on Wednesday of next week. So what that means is that today you will have some time to work in your factions, your groups, to prepare and kind of put together a plan for your preparations. And then you'll also have a prep day on Monday. Then on Tuesday of next week, you'll do our interviews for our jury selection. We'll choose which magistrates end up on the jury and which just kind of go in and work with a faction. And then we'll do, like I said, the town meeting on Wednesday of next week. So that's our schedule going forward. If you look at the packet and your schedule, basically what we'll do on each day stays the same. We just kind of we jumped from Monday, January 28th. We jump all the way to today, February 1st. So the dates just changed. The progression of what we do stays the same. So if you want to update your packet, it'd be a good idea to relabel those dates. If you have any questions, we can talk about it on Monday. A couple other announcements, things to be aware of. The literary terms quiz. And if you weren't here on Monday, talk to somebody who was. There's a page in your booklet that has a bunch of literary terms. We are going to have a quiz on literary terms next Tuesday. Literary terms quiz. So, good idea to review those words, those definitions today. Quiz yourself, find a partner, work with somebody, run through those. But again, that's on your own. And do what you need to do to be ready to identify those terms and definitions on Tuesday of next week. Again, let me know if you have questions when I get back on Monday. Or talk to somebody who was here on Monday and they should be able to help you out. So that's a schedule update. Should be pretty straightforward, but just keep those things in mind. Again, you're going to need to continue to progress with your reading in the novel. We assigned chapters 11 and 12. You should have read those for today, really. That was our reading for Monday. So tonight and over the weekend, if you want to keep pace, you'd want to be up through chapter 14, and you're reading by Monday. So good to keep pace. Again, if you have questions about anything that you're reading, bring those questions in on Monday. We'll be able to have we'll spend a lot more time Monday discussing the actual text. Today is going to be basically a prep day for some work for the town meeting. And also you should have some time today to probably get some reading done in class after you finish your responsibilities for the town meeting. Okay, I'm going to go over a couple things regarding that town meeting. And by the way, this is all posted, all this information is posted on Google Classroom, but I just wanted to clarify and elaborate on a few things as we get ready for this meeting. One, if you were not here on Monday, you will not see your name up on the whiteboard under a role. You'll need to sign up for a role for our town meeting. This is a debate that we will have, like I said, next week. And everybody needs to play a role. So you basically just today, if you were gone Monday, just go up, put your name on the board in one of those open spots. Looks like we still needed some characters as well as a couple magistrates, I believe. So get your name up on the board, first come, first serve. Do it quickly. Find yourself a spot. It's not a big deal. All the roles are about the same amount of work. So get yourself signed up because you'll be working in your groups today. Then we're going to give you a little bit more information. I want to give you a little more info on what you should do in your groups today. Okay, you're going to meet by groups. So the ProHester folks will meet today with the ProHester folks. The magistrates will all get together and meet. The characters will all get together and meet. The anti-Hester folks will all get together and meet. The specific tasks for you are laid out on Google Classroom. Take a look at those. But I did want to clarify a couple of things for especially the anti-Hester and pro-Hester groups. If you look on Classroom, you will see there should be 9 folks in each of the anti-Hester and pro-Hester groups. What you will need to do today is each of those groups will have to nominate a leader. That person is going to be responsible for a couple of things. One, kind of helping to facilitate the process as you plan out your side's argument. Also, you will need to, as a leader, you will need to deliver an opening statement to kind of present your side's overarching arguments, as well as deliver a closing statement that reacts to some of the things that have been said and brought up in the course of the meeting. So be ready for that. That's your responsibility. The rest of you in those groups, the 8 people, will each have to find a partner, and each partnership will be responsible for becoming an expert and leading the argument for a particular agenda item. Now, if you look at your packet, you will find a page that has 7 agenda items. And there's an argument, a basic argument on the pro-Hester and anti-Hester side for each of those agenda items. Here's how this is going to work. Each group is going to be able to select 4 of those agenda items to be the core arguments that they'll make during the town meeting. Okay, you get to pick 4. If you're anti-Hester, you look through that list today, and as a group, you will want to come up with the 4 agenda items that you think make the strongest case for Hester to be removed, banished from this society. If you're pro-Hester, you look through and you find the 4 that obviously make the strongest case for Hester to be allowed to stay. Okay. Today, you need to figure out which 4 agenda items your group is going to focus on. Then each pair of faction members or group members gets to decide. Well, you guys get to figure out who's gonna handle each of those 4 agenda items. Okay, as a partnership, a pair, you'll pick one. You work it out as a group, figure out who's doing what, and each group then today can get started kind of brainstorming, planning out the arguments that you'll make, the details that you'll go into to bring up or to sort of make that argument for your side. During the debate itself, the actual town meeting, you'll probably pick one of those 2 people, right, to actually present your opening statement, because that is what you'll be responsible for as a group member, an anti-Hester or pro-Hester group member, is with a partner writing up a 100-word opening statement that outlines your argument for that particular agenda item. It's a lot of information. Hope that makes sense. Talk to each other, clarify it if something is unclear. Again, I'll be there Monday to help you out. All right. Moving forward then to the magistrates. The magistrates, I have given you guys a list of there's going to be 8 magistrates that we have, and the list of who you will be able to pick from as far as historical figures is on Google Classroom. Okay, you can pick from Anne Bradstreet, John Cotton, Mary Dyer, Increase Mather, Jonathan Edwards, Roger Williams, Edward Taylor, and John Winthrop. Okay, today as a group, your responsibility is to figure out who's going to take which character. Okay, so draw straws, make paper slips, however you want to do it, figure it out, and then your job is to research that particular character or that particular figure. It's their actual historical figures. I've posted a brief biography of each one of those characters on Google Classroom. That's a good starting spot, but you should also today go out and certainly find more information online. Okay, your role today, your responsibility today as a magistrate is to just take notes on what you read, paying special attention to the information that you find that would give you an idea of, okay, well, how would this person feel about quote unquote bad behavior in that person's society? How might they react? What do you know about what the life experiences they've had that would indicate, what their sort of religious views are, what their tolerance for bad behavior, quote unquote, again, is or would have been. Those would be the big things to look for. Just take notes. I will check in with you on Monday if you're a magistrate to see what kind of notes you took, if you've gathered information from your reading today. But the biggest thing today is get out there and read as much as you can about that person. Okay. The characters, I just want you guys to meet with the other character group or members, so the other people playing those characters, and just have a discussion about what you all know about each of those characters. And hopefully that transforms into a discussion about what each character would probably bring up in a town meeting about Hester's fate. What types of things would Dimsdale bring up? What types of things would Reverend Wilson bring up? Look through the book if you need to, but mostly just have a brief discussion, bounce some ideas off of each other. After you finish up with that, you guys can spend your time doing the writing work. And again, the details for what you need to write up are in the packet. Again, today's a day to kind of plan out your strategy, figure out some things with this town meeting, and then you can begin to write up opening statements, write up biographies. If you're a magistrate, just how to kind of take notes. Don't worry if you're a magistrate about the written biography yet. Okay, we may end up losing that part of it, but we'll talk about that on Monday. So just take notes and read today. And then, of course, make progress in the book. I know it's a lot, and it'll be a good day for us on Monday to kind of touch base with what's happening in the novel and break down some of those details and answer some questions, and have a good discussion on Monday. Until then, good luck, and do what you can. If you have questions, we'll take care of any details on Monday. All right? Have a good rest of the day and a good weekend. Thank you.